Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter, Winston packs rich tobacco specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good like a cigarette.
Sure.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro country.
In a nationwide survey, doctors in all branches of medicine were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" The brand named most was Camel's. Tens of thousands of doctors, general practitioners, surgeons, specialists, doctors in every branch of medicine were included. And according to this nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Try Camels yourself, the cigarette so many doctors enjoy.
For Action News, I'm Anna Samovska. It's a process used for nearly 60 years, unlocking massive amounts of natural gas trapped in shale deposits right here in the U.S. It's called hydraulic fracturing or fracking, and it's a safe and efficient path to energy independence.
Fracking is a process that enables one to obtain large amounts of natural gas, which would otherwise be unavailable. The gas is trapped in shale, which is a type of rock. So in order to free it from the shale, they have to do a number of things in order to get the natural gas from flow.
One of the concerns from activists centers around the chemicals that make up the fracking fluid used to extract natural gas. Dr. Bloom explains many of the chemicals in it are part of household products you encounter every day. See, the problem isn't in their existence, it's in the amount of exposure you get.
About 90% of the actual volume of the fracking fluid is water, and about 9% is called proppant, which is basically sand, and that's injected in to keep the fractures open to allow the gas to flow. There's about 0.5 to 1% of the remainder are certain chemicals which have different functions. Many of the chemicals in the fracking fluid are really everyday chemicals that you'll find in your house. Detergent, rubbing alcohol, acetic acid, which is vinegar, antifreeze. So this is not, in general, a group of highly toxic chemicals. You don't want to be swallowing this, but these are things that most people come into contact with, very often.
Jason's grandparents built this ranch, and we worked hard to keep it in the family. So we do our best to protect what's ours. With all the stories out there, some people were surprised that we allowed fracking on our land. But we talked with experts and learned the facts about drilling for oil and natural gas. And guess what? It's safe. Safe for our land, our water, and the air. When you know the facts, you understand why we need this now and for the future.
Learn the facts at energyfromshale.org.
It's not only unlikely, but there hasn't been a single documented case of pollution of groundwater directly from fracking.
There isn't a single case in the US, and let me just finish this point, not one case in the US where a public water supply has been contaminated, interfered with, or impacted by fracking. Not one. And in this country, our water is supplied by 99% of our water comes from public water supplies. In 10 years, hundreds of thousands of wells, millions of fractures, no impact on US public water supply.
You don't want to be swallowing this,